Hey, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Hello, hello. I am Sensei Sabira coming to you from Cape Town, South Africa tonight. Well, it's nighttime for me, and just coming to deliver a message for this week for you. So I'm glad you're here. For those of you who are catching me on the replay, thanks a lot for being here. I'm not going to be long tonight. Um, just want to share something that came to me over the weekend, and hopefully that it will serve and support you. Um, so today we're talking about the power of staying connected to the beat of your own drum, and uh, that's super important if you want to know the relevance of the drum. There's a post I made this morning that kind of lays out the relevance of, thanks for joining me, that lays out the relevance of the drum for Ubungoma, for Sangoma, a traditional healer in South Africa. Uh, so the drum is critically important in Africa for many reasons, which most of us know that. Um, but it's super important to be able to tap into, to hear, to be moved by the beat of your own drum. One of the things I'm learning over here, I always thought that the drummer was the one that was setting the pace and moving the dancer. What I've learned since being in this Takoza Baba, one of the things that I've learned about the drum, all through observation. A lot of this initiatory practice is about me observing myself and observing the surroundings. And one of the things I learned is that it is actually the dancer who moves the drummer. It's not the drum who moves the dance. I mean, eventually that is what happens because it becomes this symbiotic relationship. And although the drum may start the movement, when the dancer comes out onto the floor and gets engaged with the rhythm, the conversation that is going back and forth, the connection that is happening back and forth between the ngoma, the drum, and the sangoma, the one who is trained to heal through the rhythm of this drum, who's trained to heal through the beat, has to be able to drop in and communicate with their body movement what the drum needs to provide for the dancer to be able to do what they need to do. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. So, how does that relate to you? How does that relate to you? One of the things that I'm doing here is, as much as I'm talking about a drum and a beat, I'm in silence 99.9% of the time. And what that has allowed me to hear is my own drum, meaning my own heart. What is my rhythm? Why am I even moving? Why am I here? Why am I animated? Why am I on the planet? What is happening? And so what I guess the point I'm making for you, for those who are listening, and that who this is landing for, is for you to spend time in silence so that you actually can hear your own heartbeat, and you can get in relationship with your own heartbeat, and you can hear what it is, how it is you need to move. And what you will begin to see is that the drum, your heart, gets in sync with you, and it begins to communicate with you what your next moves need to be. And then you're communicating back by moving. In other words, by doing what it is you are supposed to be doing on the planet, not following everybody else, not following what the crowd is doing, what the trends are doing, what seems to be working for other people. Just because it is working for other people does not mean it's going to work for you. Even if on paper it should work for you because you've got all the qualifications and you've been there, done this and that, and it should work for you. Well, maybe who you are today is not the same person you were. So what worked before, you were able to follow the crowd. If you're looking around your life and you're seeing it's not working, you can't figure out why, perhaps you need to connect back to your first drum, your heart, and see what's working today, where you are today. What worked for me 6 months ago doesn't work for me today in the same way. What I'm realizing is the things that I had done a year, 2 years, even going live, I can't do it the same way I used to. It doesn't feel the same. I don't show up the same. I'm not the same. So my dance has got to be different even with this live stream. There was a time where I could go live every single day, and it was awesome and it was great and it was what was needed at that time. And although I'm being called still to deliver a message, the way, the how, the when, the what, all of that is different today. And the only way that I can know what to do is I've got to connect with myself, my own heart. So I'm saying all that. If it lands for you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's awesome too. And also, so I want to share with you what are the benefits of you doing this. Okay. And I want to touch on four things really quickly for you. So you might want to grab a pen because it may not hit and land for you today, but it might land for you tomorrow. So I want you to have notes. So if you got a pen and paper, write this down. You're going to have a benefit in terms of by slowing down and listening to your own heart, by detaching, disconnecting from what other people are doing around you. There's a sense of humility that comes when you go your own way because I guarantee you, you will be misunderstood. You will be misunderstood. And you've got to be able to it's going to bring up a humbleness to you, a humility of, I'm going to allow myself to be misunderstood until I can hear my own drum through all these gazillions of other drums that are beating around me and telling me which way I should go. I'm going to stay connected to my heart until I can feel and know what my drum beat is. And then, and only then, will I move. And I'll be okay to sit here quiet, looking probably crazy, people wondering why you're not moving, uh, because you'll know your beat when it starts. And then you move and watch your life take off. Number two, courage. Oh, and Younger, this is happening for you. Okay, all right. Well, hopefully you're writing these down. Thank you. Y'all, do me a favor, share this if it makes sense, if it feels good, if you think somebody else on your timeline might benefit from this. I greatly appreciate it. Um, so the second thing is courage. It takes courage for you to stand still. It takes courage for you to stand alone, for you to be isolated for a bit. That can be completely discombobulated in a time on this planet where there's so much connectivity and connection. And everybody is so used to being around and being with people and being part of. For you to stand by yourself, sit by yourself, and be isolated for a while takes courage and it's going to develop courage. So that's the second benefit. The third benefit is transcendence. You will actually be able to slow down enough to look at all sides, all facets of a situation. You'll have the opportunity to feel more deeply, again, to listen to your own guidance, to take advancements that eventually are going to astound those had probably counted you out, including parts of yourself. Yeah, parts of yourself are counting you out because you're not moving. And you may even feel like you're in a tower card right now where everything around you is shaking and crumbling and looks like it's falling apart. I'm going to offer to you that maybe what it's doing, things are falling apart so that a clear path for you can be laid, that you can walk on a clear path, that the bricks that were once holding up the strong tower that you had built will now become the bricks that lay the path for you to know exactly where you need to step in yonder. What if that's what's happening? And if that happens, what happens is the last result is that you will be able to make powerful moves that most around you will be like, how in the heck is he doing this? How in the hell is she doing this? There will be a power backing your moves up that pulls you forward because you took the time to be still, to isolate, so that you can elevate and then you can see the bricks that fall in this what might be a tower moment. Watch them create a configuration that is a roadmap for you on your way forward. Okay? So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back next Monday. For those of you who might be spiritual healers, if you are a spiritual healer or if you are a hesitant spiritual healer, you know you're a spiritual healer, you know you're a spiritual life coach, you might even be an aspiring author that moves from a spiritual place. If that is you, I'm getting ready to jump into my group where I'm going to talk more deeply about this and I'm going to apply this to some basic fundamental business or marketing principles. Um, and so if you want to head over to my group, just click that you want to join so that I can let you in and you can participate in these conversations from a business side so that I can support hesitant spiritual healers, spiritual life coaches, and the like to um, apply these same principles in your personal life, your spiritual life, and in your business life. Again, thank you for listening. I am Sensei Subira Fulani Ngonyama, and it has been my pleasure to serve you today. I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Do not forget, y'all, let life transform you. Let life transform you. Okay, Nyanda, go over. If you look in my bio part, I put it here in the description, but I can't see the description that's posted here. So if you look in my bio, upper what's that left corner there under Facebook, my group link is there. So just click that link; it'll take you right over, and I'll let you in. All right. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate it. Hey, Reverend Anthony, what's up, Brother Bear? I will speak with you all a little bit later next Monday. Peace and blessings. Takoza.